It is one of the reasons we are going into a world where they, with their tools of the military, and of course, a tremendous, all the bigger institutions on board and their connections with the federal government, everything that they're doing is being done on purpose and has been leading up to this and has been in the works for a very long time. Look what happened with the Christchurch Call Summit that just happened not so long ago when France hosted a summit to intensify, ultimately, internet censorship. The Bilderberg meeting, which we were just talking about and confronted Eric Schmidt on, had a whole agenda topic of the weaponization of social media. They called and talked about topics about social media, internet IDs for years now. And all of this is happening while the bigger institutions, the bigger PR agencies of the establishment, aka the mainstream media, this is all happening while the mainstream media is suffering more than ever, as of course they are taking huge losses, losing not only a huge significant part of their income because of online independent creators, but because of people just being sick and tired of their bullcrap. Specifically, we see what's happening at CNN, we see what's happening at Vice, and they are losing a tremendous amount of money, while, of course, independent creators are able to successfully take away their viewers by doing something crazy. That's something crazy is called speaking the truth and not serving a special interest. It pays off to be real and authentic, which of course these companies know nothing about. And we cannot forget that the partnership between the government, the intelligence agencies, the AKA deep state, and of course these tech monopolies like Google, like Alphabet are extremely strong. But even recently, this headline showing how the Pentagon is saying that all of Google's work on their
Y'all know what that symbol is, right? He's gonna explain pretty soon.
drone program is exempt from the Freedom of Information Act, essentially using the YouTube, Google, Alphabet, multinational corporation monopoly tech giant as a form of hiding the most sinister and darkest tools of the military industrial complex. It's essentially what's happening here, and it is one of the reasons we are going into a world where they, with their connections to the government, will be deciding what you get to watch and what will be censored, deleted, destroyed.
And yet, you think you're fighting against racism and division and all that, and then you get something, and then you're told something like this. Like, I've been watching these guys for a few years now, or like, oh, but like not a few years, I'm sorry, like at least like 2 years, so maybe three, like on and off, but I've been watching them more often than not recently. I'm not sure how I found them, but I'm just gonna say that Luke and a few other independent journalists are being attacked right now, and they mentioned before that. Where is it?
How fighting hate, racism, discrimination, other than the complete opposite of it, and in all reality, people need to understand here. Whenever you
1920s, the National Socialist German Workers' Party. It's banned by the government of Germany. Throughout the 1920s and 30s, the Nazis were prosecuted for numerous times of hate speech. Like, he'll explain a lot more. Like, you guys should really, like,
you try to censor and suppress some viewpoints that you don't agree with, you radicalize those individuals and those voices. You only
try to see if I can pause it for 1 second. So then you guys can pause it and read it on yourself here. It's intense.
empower them to go to the deep corners of the internet and become more dangerous than they already are, which is one of the reasons many historians believe that the National Socialist German Workers' Party, the bad party in World War II, I can't say that name here on YouTube because I'll be automatically demonetized and downranking the algorithm. I can't say the actual bad faction's name.
He means Nazi. He actually really can't say it. can't say it.
That came out of Germany during World War II. But this faction was banned. They were prosecuted numerous times for hate speech. And guess what? It helped them because it made more people want to listen to their viewpoints, reaching more people. And because of the prosecution against them, they were able to make an image of themselves as martyrs, as political prisoners, drawing people to their sides in droves. And this is the terrifying reality of what is happening right now on our online discourse, with people being expelled. Individuals like Deep Fat Fried, individuals like History Channel, individuals like Ford Fisher, Press for Truth, and their audience members are being illegitimately punished for something that they are not guilty of, for something that they are being slandered about, which historically and according to human psychology will only bring the onset of more of that. Now, at least Stewie actually made a very good point that I wanted to kind of highlight in this video. And she
And they're using this guy here, Carlos Maza, with this latest purge, blah blah. And Bilderberg, I touched base on that one. You should really check it out. It's on channel We Are Change. So We Are Change. You guys can go check it out yourselves. I really recommend totally checking out this video. I'm gonna be. I figured I'd just share it. And I think it's good information to be able to share out there. And he's right. As journalists, that we need to look at both sides of the story before we can come to a conclusion. And if he's willing to show all that, while risking his own livelihood right now, like again, like these guys have been doing this for years. I know that for sure, and they're really good. They're really good. They're they have really good information there to look into and stuff like that. Like a few of them do, and I just really appreciate that a lot. That it it shows the side that I knew kind of existed, I guess, and it's just grateful. That's all, I guess. So, just want to share that with you guys.